What up, y'all? Today, your boy got to do some work on him AC. I'm just doing some maintenance, just some cleaning. Yeah, just doing some upkeep. About to do some upkeep to this shit. Gotta clean it out. So I'm about to remove that grill right there. And I'm about to get to work with my shop vac. Clean that shit out. It's dirty out here in the desert. Then I gotta put my fence back up around it. Got my shopping vac. Now I gotta get my handy dandy tools. Hope y'all having a good one out there, man. Yep. Hope y'all having a good one. Cause your boy is doing, I think it's one of these. Bam! Found it. One shot kill. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to look at the chat because I'm gonna be working. So I gotta take this shit. I'm gonna take this shit apart as quick as possible. Get it cleaned out so I can turn that AC back on. So the house won't get too hot. Bam! And all the screws to my shit. Let me find me somewhere to put these so I don't lose them. I don't want to put them in that. Let me put them in something. Something simple. Put them right there. Good shit. All right. Last time I did this, I just lifted her up and tilted her a little bit. This plastic thing right here, it's just a fitting. So you can just pop that out like that. So it's not breaking anything. Just lean that up right there. I don't want it to fall though. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, you know what? Let me get a board and put it across right here. So I can have some of this bitch sits on a little bit. There we go. Something to prop her up so I can get in there. Look at all that shit up in there. Look at all of that shit up in there, bro. Yeah, I gotta clean that shit out. Let me break this shit up. I got me a pokey. Look at how much of that shit. Good Lord. Good Lord. God damn, boy. Yeah, I gotta get this shit out of here. I'm surprised the AC ain't start fucking farting and popping and shit with all that sand up in there. We had a sandstorm not too long ago. And that sandstorm was off the hooks. And you couldn't even go outside, my man. Let me see if I can do this shit without getting electrocuted. Hold on. I'm glad I said that. Because, see, you're not supposed to play around with this shit without turning the fuses off. So you just snatch it out. That needs to be sucked out, too. There's my fuses. Keep that shit on standby so your boy won't get crispy critted out in this bitch. You know what I mean? Sorry for the noise, y'all. Yeah. Good Lord. Man, you gotta clean this shit out. God damn. Look how deep that shit is. Woo-wee. That motherfucking sandstorm ain't no joke. Good thing it's not caked up in there and the shit wouldn't come out. Yeah. Clean all this shit out. It's taking a while. But it's worth it. Because now my shit will work more efficiently. I can remember when I turned the damn AC on this season. It wasn't even close to this. It had some fan and shit up in it, but it wasn't even close to this much shit. Look at this. God damn. This is what 24 hours of sandstorm can do to your shit out here in the Nevada desert. Good Lord. But this is just basic maintenance. This ain't really something that you need to bring a repairman out to do. You can do this shit yourself. You know, you just gotta know what you're doing. And you do some reading. Read the owner's manual on these types of ACs. And once I get this shit cleaned out, I probably see all of this sand and shit that's up here clogged and stuff to this. I'll wipe this shit all down. Get it cleaned up. This is your AC compressor. This is where the coolant rotates around. Look at all that shit, boy. I'm gonna have to dump this shit in a little bit. And this will be full. And I can feel it down. Look at that shit. I can feel my hair on my arms raising up. And this bitch is filling up with sand. Yeah, filling up, my boy. This is dry. This is a dry video, man. It's not gonna be for people that want to get entertained. This is just a vlog on how to do basic maintenance on your AC. That's it. And how to not let your shit. If you live in a city and this shit is like this, oh my boy. Yeah, you need to do some maintenance on your shit. And since I'm out here in the Sierra Nevada mountains, desert range, you know, everybody has to do this shit on the daily. On the, not even a daily. God damn, I just got shot by the static electricity. Yeah, clean that shit up. Yeah, this is a day in the life of a maintenance man. Yeah, day in the life of a maintenance man. Oh, damn, boy, look at that shit. Look how deep that sand is up in there. It ain't affecting my fan. That shit is rolling smooth. But I'm gonna get some lubricant to put on my fan through that silicone spray so it stays free. But believe it or not, this is the heavy stuff that's settled in there. That fan right there sucks up all the micro dust and blows it up into the air. Keeps the micro dust, but it doesn't keep the heavy shit off of the compressor. And I think my shop that is almost full. My wife's been asking me to do this since she came on here last week and started. She was trying to spray it out with a water hose. And I was like, nah, don't do that. Don't put no water on it because it's going to become like cement. We're going to have to break it up. And she was like, oh, we can spray it out. I was like, nah, there's a pan in the bottom of this shit. See that pan right there? That pan catches condensation. Look at the ridge on this pan right here. Yeah. That pan catches liquid because those liquids come off of this compressor when it gets really hot and it cools down. So, just my, yep, I shot back and it's full. God damn, boy. That motherfucker is heavy too. So the shot back is full. Let me go and dump it. Yo, this is crazy. How full this bitch is. Yeah, this bitch is full as hell, boy. This is why they charge us so much to come out and do maintenance on our equipment. Because of shit like this. It's big money for AC repairmen out here in Nevada. Look at this. Look how much dust I got out of here. That's like dirt, just built up sand inside of my AC unit. So let me go dump this shit all the way to the top. Woo! Good Lord. Let me go dump this shit. Come back. So, dump it over here. Nah, going over there. Let's go over here and dump it. Let's go right out here. Dump this bitch. And I'll spread it around later on. Good Lord. Look at all that shit. Another windstorm. Lord, that shit came out of nowhere. That's how the windstorms are out here. Ain't nothing but sand around here. Ain't nothing but a bunch of sand dunes out in this bitch. But this is easy shit, man. People can do this shit on their free time, knock it out. But you got to get a shop vac with a filter. That way you're not just redoing the job that you've already done. All right. We're probably gonna have to do this probably twice, two more times. Golly, look at all that sand that came. Motherfucker. Yeah, clean that shit out. See, I think a lot of young people nowadays, they afraid of shit like this. They afraid of having to do shit like this. Maintaining their shit, taking care of stuff. You know, if they went gate guarding, the shit that goes along with HVAC, like if you buy your own coolant, if you can buy your own coolant, you don't need no motherfucker coming out and doing your recharging your AC unit. You can do it yourself, but you gotta have a license to buy the shit. And see, that's gate guarding because this is not a complicated thing. You know, it's just like recharging the AC on your car. You know, but since it's for a home, they want to keep it for a selective few to do it. But to tell you the truth, this a job like this, cleaning this shit out like this, doing maintenance on a AC, man, you can make hundreds of dollars. You can make $1,000 doing this shit in one day. You know, because you can charge your motherfucker $50 an hour to clean this shit out and get it working good. Check the wires, rewrap the hoses with insulations. What I'm gonna have to do later on because these fucking dogs will chewed up everything. But you know, it's worth learning so you can knock out shit like this. If I call the AC repairman to come out and do this, man, they're gonna charge me $200 just for labor. Not that they doing anything. They're gonna charge me $200 just to do this shit. Yep. And see, I got out the military, I used to do little odds and end jobs, you know, for people and shit, help them out, and you know, do shit like paint. Cause I was a painter before I went into the military. I used to paint houses and apartments and shit like that, you know. And if you know a little bit of something like this about HVAC, how to open them up, clean them out, and shit like that, you know, then you can make a little bit of money on the side with these apartment complexes because they don't have too many people that will come out and clean this shit out, let alone that wouldn't blow up the motherfucking HVAC when they're doing the cleaning. You know, so this is like a good little occupation for these kids to learn, man. Even if it's not repairing the HVAC, it's learning how to clean it out and you know, make this shit so it lasts longer. You know, maintaining it is sometimes better than maintenance. I mean, not maintenance, but repairing it. I got all the big shit out. Got out all the big shit. Look at that. The floor, it's not totally clean, but I want to be careful around these wires because this time I'm not disconnecting anything. I'm just trying to suck up all this grime and shit out of here. And always make sure you turn the power off. Disconnect your damn fuses. That way this bitch don't kick on when you're doing this and you get your fucking head chopped off by that metal fan right there. You know, so just doing this basic shit, man. This is kindergarten shit. I learned how to do this shit when I was a kid. Yeah, this is like one of the cleanup jobs I had to do when I was painting because we used to come through and spray the walls with a power washer, and then the paint would chip off, and people wouldn't cover up their AC units, so all that chips of paint would get into their shit. And then later on, they call you up and be like, "Hey man, my AC is broken because y'all put a bunch of paint chips in there." So the guy I worked for made this like one of the cleanup jobs for us. opening up the AC without voiding a warranty. When you got a brand new AC, you know how you void the warranty? Not if you take this off, but if you take this off. These, you can't take this part off. You don't want to take this part off if you got a brand new AC unit because it'll void the warranty. But this fan right here, yeah, you can take that off because it's not really. Oh shit! Let that stay. Let that stay. Stay right there. You know, because you're not really taking it off. You're just moving it to the side. You know, these screws right here have paint on them on the inside that they put on there. So if you break the seal, they'll know that you was fucking with it. All right. Let's go ahead. That bitch almost as full as it was before. Let me get my broom and I'm gonna knock up some of that shit, sweep it around. Where my broom at, man? Good to have a straw broom, not not them kind of brooms. Here it is. Here go my AC cleaning broom. It looks fucked up. Fucking dogs be fucking eating on my shit. But this is a necessary thing, man, that needs to be done. And if you don't have you one, everybody needs to get them a little electric blower like this, especially if you got these ACs like this. And you can blow out the vents. I'm going to do that after I finish the inside and shit. Real easy, simple, and safe. And it prolongs the life of your unit. And you have less issues. These things can last up to the life of your home. They don't tell you that if you maintain them, though. You got to maintain them. Same thing with dishwashers and washing machines. I've done repair work on washing machines and shit like that. You know, it's nothing serious. Just replacing the computer board in it or replacing a fuse where you got to open it up. But if you mess with those, hold on, let me use both hands because my shit is starting to move. The wind is coming. Turn that shit off. Let me use both hands, clean this shit up. But yeah, you don't want to be too forceful with it because these things are really delicate. They only solder together. They're not really welded together. Solder is different than welding. You know, welding is metal that's meant to stay together regardless of the tension you put on it. Soldering is like just to make a connection and to couple the metal together by using an alloy metal that has a low burn rate, a low temperature rate. You know, it's like for computer shit. And this is like computer shit too because this thing is soldered together as well. Sort of like your hot water heater is soldered. You know, I did hot water heater work too as well, but I wouldn't fuck with that because that shit is heavy as fuck, man. You know, and then plus these department stores like Lowe's and shit, they offer free installation. You know, but I advise people, especially homeowners, to get a little handy. You know, get a little handyman skill and maintain that because you know the older you get, the more people want to take advantage of you because they know that you're an older person and you don't want to get up under these houses and do that shit. You know, so they take advantage of us, older people. But a lot of this work don't have to be that bad like that. You know, they'll charge me $200 just to come out here and clean this shit out. You know, when I can clean this shit out myself, I ain't have to lift nothing heavy. You know, most people would try to take this entire cover off and void the warranty on their shit. You know, when they should have to just take off the vent and the fan, tilt it up, and clean the inside of the shit out. But if you tell them that, people will be like, hey, that's not something I want to do. Whatever you got the money, go ahead and pay for it. Get it done because it's a necessity. It needs to be done every year. And I've been doing this shit every year like clockwork for myself. Yeah. All right, ready to get the shop back going again, guys. Sorry about the noise. Get the shop back. Yeah, sorry, I'm not checking the chat, guys. I just want to get this taken care of, put it on video so everybody can see, that this shit is not that hard. It's real simple work. And once you get it done, you'll appreciate yourself because now you did something for yourself that people get paid hundreds, if not thousands of dollars doing on a daily. And this should inspire you to do more around your house, you know, to keep it prepared, to keep it up, to keep the upkeep, even your apartment. Imagine if you didn't have to call your landlord for shit, you start fixing stuff. You can have, excuse me, you can have him knock off the rent because you repaired something or you did some maintenance on shit. Like those vents in your house, you should be changing them out yourself. You shouldn't be waiting for no damn maintenance man from your apartment building to come and change that shit out. And by the time they come and change it out, it's well over the expiration date and it's full, it's clogged up, and the shit is not working in your house. So you're doing yourself a disjustice by letting it just sit there waiting for somebody to come and do it for you. But if you knock it out, replace the filter for yourself, do the maintenance, keep the receipts, and you know, do that shit. You can hold the receipts for 30 days and then come back and present them to the landlord to get a discount on the month's rent. And most of it is labor. So not only do you keep the receipts, but you keep track of the labor. And then you charge them how much you want them to do it per hour, you know? So you gotta be realistic though. You can't charge them motherfucker $100 an hour and shit. That's not smart. That they know you're trying to scam in. But if you charge like 25, 30, at the most $50 an hour, hold on. I gotta go get my adapter. Yeah, if you charge 25, 30, $50 at the most, depending on what the job is an hour, you can justify that based on the fair labor practices, based on the fair market practice as well. Look online, see how much they charge for labor for that type of work, and you can charge that to your next bill, your next rent. And they have to accept it because it's work that's being done on their behalf. Now, where is my adapter? I know I left it out here. Trying to find my damn shop vac adapter. I accidentally dropped it out here the other day, and the wife grabbed it and threw it in there on the porch. Mm-hmm. God damn it! I got all kind of shit on this porch now. Hope she didn't throw it in there. Nope. But yeah, it's a good thing to learn how to do basic maintenance around your house. Know how to paint. Cause see, these guys they gonna go out and they gonna buy the cheap shit and they gonna say it's the expensive shit. You know what I'm saying? You can go out and get the semi expensive shit. Let me check in this greenhouse. Oh shit, it's hot as fuck in there. Ain't no power. Where's the power off? Water power off. It's hot as fuck in that greenhouse. Gonna kill my saplings. Oh shit, it's not even plugged in. This damn grill plugged in, but not the ace, not the greenhouse. Now where my shit at? One more look out here and I'm gonna go inside and look because I think it's somewhere in there. I gotta clean this, throw all this shit away. And usually this is shit that was in my workshop in my last house. I haven't found a spot for. But this is where all the fun happens. It might be back here. Back on the inside. Mm-hmm. What's wrong, pups? They're like, nigga, stop ignoring me. But yeah, this work. It's easy work, man, when you got all your shit together. Unlike your boy here, I got all my shit together. I can't even find the nozzle for my damn shop vac. That's what's happening when you're not organized. When you just got shit everywhere. You just got shit everywhere. Did I throw it in here? I'm just gonna probably have to just do this shit without it. Yeah. Here was one of them, but not the one I need. Not the one your boy needs. Fuck it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just finish it up like this, then. Because, God damn it. Had that motherfucker. Let me brush it. Swoop around in there again. Get a nice little squeepy going. Squeepy, creepy, squeeper. Now see, if I would have had my little nozzle, I'll be good to go. Don't neglect your tools. You know, don't neglect your tools. And then also, don't be so quick to get shit done. Because getting shit done quick ain't always the best way. All right. Gotta stick that up under there. In there. Yeah. Yeah, my boy. And you want to be careful with a broom around these little radiator things because you can bend those. And you don't want to bend them because they won't let air in. You know, that's the worst way to ruin them when they won't let air in. You think I'm lying about this sand and shit? Look at how much sand is right there next to my house. I gotta push all that shit back. I'm gonna get my tractor and do that though. Push all that shit back because I don't want to really be out here manually doing this shit. This is what tractors were made for, older people doing yard work. You know, you do your yard work, you need some mechanized support. And this is how you get it. Right? Clean that shit out. Shook all that shit up. Look at that. Be real careful around the wires. So you won't fuck up anything. Snatch something out of place. I've seen some people The AC, you couldn't even tell the color of the wires. And then you go in there and clean it up for them. Yeah. All right, let me look at my phone. Salutes. Choose salutes, nigga. You know you came through to check it out. Yeah, this house here is pretty old, my boy. Yeah, but it's worth over $500,000. So if I ever sell it, you won't be able to buy it. Yeah, my boy. But I need to get some tips from you. You window washing motherfucker. Show me how to clean my windows, make them look better. I got about over a dozen of them hoes around here. Give me some pointers, man. What kind of soap you use, my boy? Huh? Write it in the chat. What kind of soap you use? What kind of soap you use, Truth? That nigga got that Truth soap. Let me finish cleaning this shit up. Got a couple more spots I need to do. Couple more spots, and then I can get my blower out and blow it out, and I should be good to go. But yeah, ain't nothing wrong with older houses, man. I like them older houses. Older houses have character, and they let you know that they've been built good because they still on the market for hundreds of thousands of dollars, my boy. So houses don't depreciate in value; they appreciate depending on the location. You know, this house that I bought, it was it hadn't been sitting that long though. Matter of fact, I'm the second owner, so I'm kind of thankful for that. You know, ain't too much shit these people that fucked up over here that I gotta repair. I did have to do some work on the walls and on the lighting, the recessed lights and shit like that. So the wiring on them was all fucked up. But I went to Lowe's and I did some funny shit to their ass. I applied for a contractor's license, and I didn't apply for a contractor's license. I applied at Lowe's for a contractor's discount. I went and filled out a DBA saying that I was a property manager and a maintenance man. And they give me a discount on all my tools and my supplies. And all they wanted to see was my DBA. That's it. But it had to be stamped by the county, so it had to be stamped. So I went and did that. Plus my military discount. Man, I get shit cheap up over there. Yeah. And shit like this, man, should be common knowledge for a man. If you don't know how to change out the filter on your AC, my boy, you ain't really a homeowner. You just a home occupier. You gotta at least be able to take care of the basics. Yeah. Like garbage disposal. If I do shit like that, I change out lights, not light bulbs, the whole thing. Hold on. Somebody hit my motherfucking gate. Nah, ain't nobody over there. But now that I got this shit, look how clean that baby is. Look at how clean that baby is. She should shine. And this is an old unit. It's not the new ones. The new ones is better than this. So now what I gotta do is I gotta clean out these vents. So let me show y'all about these vents, man. because you got to be able to. Oh yeah, Troop Zone. I'm gonna get this baby up and running later on today. I'm gonna do it on live. Don't laugh if it don't start up, man. Don't be a hater, man. If it don't start up, you know, just give your boy some pointers on how to get it started. I don't think you even know how to do that. I don't even think you know how to change your oil, nigga. In that old ass Mercedes. And you don't even know what an oil filter is or what type of oil filter it takes. So, yeah, man, just none of this shit is difficult work, man. This is work for like elementary school kids. Cause I'm gonna tell you, that's what I was doing when I was in elementary and junior high. I used to work on a construction site as the pickup guy or the drop cloth guy. I don't know if y'all ever heard of that. So you want to blow all that shit out, all that sand out of there. See all that shit, how it's blowing around up in there? That's good. That means my vents are still open. They still open. See, look. Just gotta blow them out. Well, when you go over here, do the same thing on this side. Mm-hmm. And over on this side. You can blow the inside, but you gotta be careful. You don't want to touch those rails. You don't want to touch those because it'll bend. All that aluminum will bend. But if you can blow all that shit out the vent from both sides. See, look. That's a good sign right there. You talking about dirty work, man. You know how much they charge just to do this shit? It's a damn thing. They charge an arm and a leg to do this shit. They don't care if you're on a 16-ton or if you retired. Them niggas will fuck you over. Yeah. Then after you finish blowing this shit out, you go back to the shop back again and vacuum it up. That's how this is done. And depending on how the weather is, depends on how many times you gotta do this shit. If you have a sandstorm every month, you gotta do this shit every month. You know, you gotta pay attention. Blow all that shit out right there. Look at all that sand that's up in there. Yep. It ain't no joke, man. Get all that shit. Right. Whew, dusty. Have to get cleaned up later on when I'm done with this. And then shot back out the shit. If it just blew out, simple job. Yeah, simple job. Yeah. Sometimes I be worried about these young people, man, that shy away from ownership because of the maintenance it takes to own something. And see, this goes into the same thought process about why we ain't got no land. A lot of people sold their land so they don't have to maintain it. You know, you got people that don't want to go out there and cut back trees and, cut lawns and prune bushes and shit like that. And you can't live on this land if it ain't developed. And it's a continuous thing. You got to maintain it. You got to develop it. And then after you develop it, you got to maintain the development. So you can't just do it one time and it's done. It has to be a complete and constant thing. So young people, don't be afraid of this shit. There's older people out there that'll show you how to maintain your shit, how to take care of your land and help you live on it without having to be dependent on other motherfuckers. Because that's the whole reason why we lost our land. Our people gave up their land in the first place because they didn't want to work it no more. So ain't no thievery around here. Oh, that's clean, boy. That's clean. Can't get no cleaner than that. Let me check the chat. All right. Oh, Chu gave me an answer. He said get some Dawn dish soap from the windows, though. All right, Dawn dish soap for the windows. Hell yeah. That's a good idea. I didn't think about that. Oh, nigga, you talking about my motherfucking Kings, nigga? Them some motherfucking high-tech boots. These my operator shoes, nigga. Don't get in my way when I'm wearing these. Because you get stepped right the fuck on. Hey, man, y'all coming in here, hit the like button for your boy, man. I'm doing some serious work out in this bitch, man. Hit the like button, even if it's like 2 or 3 people and shit, man. Don't leave me hanging, you know? So I got that shit put back on. Let me go ahead and put my fan back in here. I'm gonna get my shit back to running. Pop my boy back in here. So you gotta get this shit back the way it was when you put it in here. There you go. There you go. Oops. All right. Make sure she's all even. Yep. She all even. Or drop my damn fuse. You don't want to break this. Good thing is in the sand. These fuses have same thing like fiber optic shit up in it. That's what I was told. And if you crack them on the inside, they won't work. But I'm pretty sure it's not cracked. All right, let me get my screws and my drill. And like I said, this shit right here, you're not voiding the warranty when you're doing it. You want to do opposite sides of one another. That way it ain't coming on that crooked. You don't want to get 5 or 6 of these motherfuckers on there and realize your shit crooked. I did that before. Yeah. But good looking up, Truth, with that advice on the windows. Dawn dish soap, huh? Shit. It's a good looking up. All them windows you clean, there, True Zone, shit. You're gonna be a handyman in a little bit of time here shortly. You ain't be able to fix on your own shit when you save up enough $2 bills to buy you a house. I like to hear these boys talking about how much money they make. Then when they start talking to you, you find out they renting and shit. You making all that money and you can't buy no shit that you calling your own. All right. I got one more thing to do. Gotta plug this bitch in. You want to make sure it says on at the top, right? On up at the top. Don't have your hand on the side when you're plugging this bitch in either, because it'll get your ass a zit zap. Whoops. And you don't want this shit to be uneven. They need to be even. There you go. And later on, I gotta come out here and do the fucking, what's the name? So, oh yeah, came out here. I turn this, and I need to turn this shit back on. And I'm gonna show you guys how we clean the solar and shit like that. Cause I ended up getting solar on this bitch. I almost burned my shit down by doing that too. That solar is really dangerous. Dangerous. Man. Now that bitch is blowing all that sand up, that loose sand that was in there. Woo. Working all right. So let me go turn the AC back on. We'll see if it turned back on. Cause that fan is going. Mm-hmm. Let me see here. We're getting some cool air in this piece. Yeah, baby. Got that nice cool air coming through here. Mm-hmm. Later on, I got to go get some insulation and put on that pipe. When I go get my chicken food and all that shit. So, every day is a work day out on this bitch. Yeah. So it looks good. Do all that shit out here. Let me get rid of this shit on the top. Around here. Let it slide around. Just because you do this shit one time don't mean that's it. And believe me, it takes more than just one time to do this shit. But you gotta keep up on it. You can't let it go because ain't nobody gonna take care of your shit like you. Yep, ain't nobody gonna take care of your shit like you. I ain't gonna use this little anyway. Put this away. I hope you guys got something out of that, man. At least seeing that it don't take much to repair this shit or to do maintenance on it. Mm-hmm. It don't take much. Only took a couple seconds. Yeah, it's hot. That's how this shit works. Yeah. Sounds like it's running pretty good. I'm gonna have to open this up and look at something real quick. And something sounds weird in here. Yeah, something sounds weird in there. But it's running all right. I don't know if that's because it's clean now, it's running better, or what. But I know that air coming up out of there is cool as hell. Yeah, everything's running good. Everything running good. Let me check this. Yep, cold air coming out of that bitch. Nice. So next time, you guys, I'm gonna show y'all how I do duct work up under the house, because it's around about that time for me to go up under there, clean out all the cobwebs. But before I do that, I need to put my fence back up. Yeah. Put my fence back up. Yeah, I put this water system in myself. This shit right there, I've already done maintenance on this, put the water system in, and hooked it up myself. Salutes, y'all. They able to repair one right there. Replace that bitch. And I come to find out, you can reuse these things. You just got to clean them out. And I found a good way of cleaning them out with rubbing alcohol. So these inside of these things are vented. They got like minerals inside of them. Rubbing alcohol is great for minerals. It cleans them without destroying them. So get you some 91. And look, by no means am I telling you guys to do this. This is what I did. Because I switched these things out. These water things. Get you some 91 alcohol, man. And you open up these vents and you pour it down in there. Let it settle so it doesn't come out this side. You want it to go inside of here. Let it sit for a little while. Shake it up. And then get your water hose and hook it up to this side, the inlet side. That's the outlet side. No, that's the inlet side. The inlet side right here. And you put the water hose in there, and the water's gonna go down in there, push the alcohol through, and it's gonna come out on this side, and that should clean it out, clean out all them grimes and shit. It'll break up any deposits that's in there. Just regular old isopropyl alcohol, and then you can reuse these things multiple times before you have to buy them, because each one of these things costs $700. $700. So I probably right now I got about 235 days left. Then I'll swap them out, clean them out, and then I'll probably swap it out with that one right there, so I can let this one get cleaned out and get some fixture in there. Then this is my drinking water right here, my reverse osmosis, and that's really cool because all you gotta do is change out them 3 filters right there. And so this is the whole house filter right here. You know, keeping 100 gallons on standby at all times, plus 50 gallons of hot ass water. So I got 150 gallons of water on standby just in case the lights go off and my well pump goes bad. I got all that fresh water I could just use. But this is where my drinking water at my sink comes from, and the shit that comes out of my refrigerator. Yeah. All right, let me check the chat. I'm about to go ahead and get up out of here because it's been an hour. Stay tuned. Come by for next time. I'm going to do some duct work because I got to go up in the crawl space. and do some of that. That's how it works with central heating and air. Got to get up there, make sure all my ducts is connected. Some basic maintenance man shit. But I appreciate y'all for coming out. Mississippi Macho, True Zone, Bobby. That's it. Does everybody hit the chat? All right. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good one. Hope y'all got something out of this shit, man. Salutes to the